What's good, man? It's your boy Peso 3 times. I'm here with Hustleholics, here to let you know how the hustle started. Let's get it.
Watch how I flip when the switch take off. These bitches be broke and it's throw me off. These niggas be bold, back so soft. Let me show you a trick. I'ma walk my dog. Let me show you the sound of the realest.
And to jump right off into it, Peso 3 times, it's an honor to have you here. So we're glad to have you come tell us, a little bit about yourself. And just to jump into it, tell us where you from. Where did the hustle start?
I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. 2 up, 2 down. They know the vibes. We outside.
How long you been here on the coast?
I've been on the coast since like 2019, 2018. Yeah.
Okay, so you spent most of your time
in Virginia.
Okay.
Definitely.
What got you here?
The military.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Were you stationed here or you just pretty much?
I went to school here.
Okay.
And then I was in for like a year and 2 months, and I got out. And so I was supposed to move back, but then I ended up having a son, and it kept me here.
Okay. And what was it like growing up in the neighborhood that you from in Virginia?
It was cool. Like, we really didn't have a lot of kids, to be honest. Like, we had like a small, like maybe like 6, 7 friend group. We was outside all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Okay. So you got a lot of people back in Virginia.
Oh, most definitely. Like, it would be like one of them. If I did interview in Virginia, it'd be like,
lots of
Got
you. Were you into any sports or extracurriculars down there, or you just pretty much always been into music?
I did football, but once my freshman team, we went 0-10, I switched to track, and I've been running track ever since.
You still run track?
Oh no, my body too old. I can't do it. My knee been getting wrong. I can't do it.
Well, how long you been into music? How long you been on your music journey?
Like 10, 11 years.
Okay. And are you independent right now? You under any management? Who you working with?
I don't know if I can say this, but it's official now. So,
yeah.
I used to be independent, but as of now, I'm under We the Family Records and all that stuff. So we working it.
Gotcha.
Y'all gonna see a lot of stuff in the upcoming months.
So with Trapp, how long have you been knowing Trapp, or
no,
this is like pretty much?
It's weird how I met him, kinda.
Okay.
Like, so basically, it all started when I came down here. I used to get a haircut outside the base, and so there was this one barber. I'm not gonna name his name and all that stuff, but I told him I did music and everything, and then he's like an old head, so he's always talking about music, and then he put me on the Trapp Tarell. But when he put me on the first time, like, it was like a little too much. Like, he was Dickie in Trapp Tarell. And so I was like, I don't know if I want to associate my stuff with that, because I don't like that type of energy. Like, it was actually like fanboy energy, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, like, he was like putting a nigga on like praise here and all that stuff, and I'm like the nigga was royalty. I was like, I don't know. And so time went on, and then I started dealing with this one girl, and then she was in Trapp Tarell videos and stuff like that, and did the acting and all that stuff. And then she told me about him, but she made it seem like more like, okay, he's cool, he's a down-to-earth nigga, like he's looking to work with a lot of people, all you gotta do is hit him up.
Right.
And so after I stopped dealing with her, I hit him up on Facebook. I was like, I'm gonna just give it a chance. And so once I hit him up on Facebook, like within like 2 hours, he responded. and then said, yeah, I'm working on a series right now. We going, you know what I'm saying, do something. And then that's when we did the Scar story.
Okay.
And then after the Scar story, he was like, him and the cameraman, they were like, oh, you got some good potential. We're going to continue to work with you. And so everything was still on a business level. Then we did some more series, Cosmo, Wanda, and all that stuff. And then we was hanging out one time. And then I think it was after he found out I was a Cancer. And then he was like, yeah, I haven't like seen a cool Cancer. I've never met like a cool nigga Cancer. He was like, we gotta start fucking with each other on a personal level. And then from that point on, it was game time from that on. And yeah, we've been tight ever since, and he grew up to be like one of my closest friends.
Wow. Well, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. And you saying you a Cancer? Is that July?
July. I'm a July Cancer.
Okay.
I'm a July. Yeah.
Okay, Greedy, he a Cancer too. So I've been seeing a lot about Cancer lately.
Okay.
Y'all been getting a lot of hype.
Yeah, everybody got messed with the Cancer. Cancer, we live.
Yeah. So you believe in the Zodiac sign?
It depends. Like, I believe in it, like, when it comes to certain zodiacs, like Leos and all the other shit, like them, but Cancers, I'm not a typical Cancer. Like, I'm not, like, the emotional type ones, and so when I meet them type of Cancers, I'm like, I'm not fucking with it, but, you know, when I meet Cancer like myself and shit, it should be, my mom's a Cancer, you know what I'm saying, we lit.
What was that?
How long ago was it that you met Trapp?
It's like a year.
Wow, and y'all done did a lot of work.
Yeah, I was like, I looked at the time stamps because I just do that from time to time. I'm like, when did I meet Trapp? And then I look at like the Scar story and all that stuff, and like time went by fast. Like it felt like I known him for like 2 months, but then you look at the time zone, it's like a year, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I seen a lot of the work that you was in, so you did great.
I appreciate it. It was like the Scar story was my first time ever acting. And so as we kept going, I kept getting more comfortable, and then you're meeting different people, so it's like the vibes of every person is different. And so you just keep working, and you're constantly around random people, so you gotta mix with different vibes, different people, and then, you know, we just make it happen.
And so do you see yourself getting into major acting one day?
To be honest, yeah. That was always my goal, like, but I never knew how to go about it. And then like working in the little skits and the little shorts, it helped me like get comfortable in front of the camera. It helped with music videos. It helped with everything. And so I'm grateful for that.
Okay. And so do you see yourself? Cause right now you just rap, right?
And then I do the acting when you want to put me in a little story. You know what I'm saying?
And so I'm asking, like, do you see yourself getting into any other genre of music or?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to be like Drake for real. I'm gonna get on with the trap stuff, like, cause that's how I started. Like, I got the DMV flow, but I put it on a trap beat, and so when I make it like that, then I'm gonna start veering off into different genres. I want to do reggae, I want to do Afrobeat, I want to do everything. For real.
Okay, I think that's pretty cool. And before meeting Trapp, were you previously under any management or?
Yeah, I don't okay. So before Trapp, I was involved in. Everybody should know this bullshit by now about the Authentic Empire stuff, and so I was under their management and shit like that, and the stuff I learned from there and stuff that was going on, man, it made me almost give up music. Like, cause it was just the Authentic Empire stuff, and then I had a whole bunch of other life situations happening at the same exact time, and so it was just very detrimental. And I was like, I don't even know if I want to do music anymore. And then I took a break, and then cause music's always been my love. I took a break, and then I was just getting to the point. I'm like, I might want to call it quits. And then my baby mom always kept my ear hurt. What the fuck? Her words in my ear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, oh no, don't do it. But I was just telling her, I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing it. And then fast forward a little bit, then I met Trapp, and then it kind of like, he was a genuine nigga, so everything just was put together. And it's like, when somebody like truly believes in you and shit like that, it makes a big difference. Cause people can say, oh yeah, your music fire and shit like that. But for the stuff that Trapp's been doing for everybody, it's like, you know, it's hard to meet genuine people like that. And right. So, like, he gave me my vibes back, he gave me the swag, he gave me the happiness back.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I love the music, always loved it. Okay. And I'm back and I'm better than ever, and we're gonna take over.
So do you mind telling us a little bit about your experience with Authentic Empire? I mean, because like, that seemed like, you know, you learned a lot from that experience.
It was like the Authentic Empire, like, as the time was going on when I first got involved with them, I was young. Like, I'm 22 now, but I was still young. Like, I was probably not 19, 20. And so, and without, I don't think I had, without a child, so, you know. And so, me, I always wanted to be signed. I always wanted, you know, record label behind me. I always wanted this. And so, for them advertising as an indie, you know what I'm saying, record label, I'm like, oh snap, I'm about to go crazy. And once I did it, I signed up for the management program, the little 10K thing. And so I was happy at first because I got everything. I got everything from the 10K thing. I got the features, I got everything. And then when everything went bad, it went to the music video. Mm-hmm. And so with the music video, I don't know if I should name it. Fuck it, I'm gonna name names. So, it was this video man called Bandcamp. Mm-hmm. And so, damn, I'm probably gonna get backlash for this, but I don't care. Alright, it was a video man named Bandcamp. And so, I had a song with this girl, her name was Dallas. She was under Authentic. I don't know if they still working together and all that stuff, but I did a song with Dallas. It's called Rig. Song is fire. My man's Axel made the beat. Like, I held on to that beat for years because I knew it was one of them ones. And so I got her on the beat. We scheduled the video, and then we shot the video. And then as we shot the video, after everything was gone, we went our separate ways. I'm waiting for the edit to get back to me. Mm-hmm. They saying, oh, it's gonna take so-and-so amount of time. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, okay, I'ma just wait. Time goes down, all of a sudden the footage is lost. And so I'm going through, what's his name? I'm going through Reek. I'm going through Carrie. I mean, is his name Carrie? Yeah, I'm going through Carrie. I'm going through Bandcamp. And then there was a situation between Bandcamp and AE. And so supposedly he didn't get paid for the video and shit. So he was, he said he was holding the footage. I was about to pay him for it, you get what I'm saying? But his price was a little too high, especially since I already paid for it previously. There's no point for me to overpay, you know? And so, time goes on. They still keep saying, like, I'm talking to Reek, I'm talking to Bandcamp. And so the footage is gone, supposedly. And so time goes down. We set up a new we set up a new date and time and all that stuff for Dallas. And then we get closer to the date, I already booked the Airbnb to go down there.
Right.
And so once I booked the Airbnb, the day before I'm about to head out there, they're like, oh, we don't know if we could get Dallas for the video and all this other stuff. And so at this point, I'm getting pissed off. And I'm like, the song, I know it's gonna be a hit. I just need a girl to do it. And so I don't know, it's a whole bunch of disconnect within the AE thing, but it all made sense. Like, I did one of these meetings with Boom, and it was when he was doing like the Rolls Royce interviews and shit like that. And it all clicked as soon as he said it. Like, it was, what was it? We was just talking. I was asking him questions. I wrote like 5-6 questions on my notes. And so I'm just asking him, blah, blah, blah. And then he said one thing to me that stood out, and it put everything in perspective. Nigga said, so, I promote an image. Right off the back, I was like, you promote an image. And in my mind, I'm like, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, if you look at the artists, you get what I'm saying? They got chains, they got rings, they got teeth. You get what I'm saying? He's investing in these artists, you get what I'm saying, that's not doing shit. Because I've been to 2 showcases. All the majority of the rappers that do the showcases are better than the niggas that they sign. And that's just facts. Like, I've sat from when they was doing it 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. and shit. I never stayed past like 3 because I don't be out in the clubs like that.
Right.
But I'm like, they invest money into these artists to get the back end, you get what I'm saying, from all the artists. They like, oh snap, it's the image. You get what I'm saying? You get niggas the diamond teeth, you get niggas the rings. Now niggas is looking like a rapper.
Right.
So yeah, and
everybody else seeing
it. And it's like you feeding off young niggas' dreams and all that stuff. But then niggas get their money, so I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? But they're lucky nobody has ever like taken it to the streets and shit.
Yeah.
Like
And you know, I've heard, you know,
some
experiences with that from other artists. So
yeah,
you know.
And then all the artists like Young Cannon, Doughboy, cause my barber, the barber that I told you about, the Trapp, he put me on the Young Cannon. I saw Young Cannon down in at the Authentic Empire shit, literally after the nigga told me about him, and I'm like, oh snap. And then Doughboy D, I was put on to him. Then he won the next showcase and all that stuff. And so I was like the AE stuff. But when he said that he promotes an image, and then you look at like let's say I want to promote an image, like I'm doing something right. I could just get a song with Young Boy, Kanye West, G Herbo, Lil Durk, and it doesn't matter if my career fails or goes up. It's the fact that I have features with Lil Durk. Like, I got names from these high scale niggas, so it looks like I'm gonna be a lot bigger than I am. It don't matter if my video got 2K. I got Lil Durk on that bitch. So, you know, that image shit, when he said that, it all clicked to me.
And so, considering you went through that experience with them, what kind of advice would you have for any other artists coming up?
Go your own route. Don't try to bullshit. Don't try to take shortcuts. If you want to do it and do it right, you gotta do the whole process. You can't take no shortcuts.
No.
It's not gonna work. Yeah, like for some people it works, but the niggas that take shortcuts, they'll have 1-2 songs and then they just start flopping. You don't hear them niggas no more. Like they one-hit wonders because they took the route, but they didn't understand the business side or didn't learn the knowledge behind all this stuff. And then even though authentic, you know what I'm saying? One thing I could say, they taught me a lot of lessons. Like I learned a lot about the music business behind it. And so even though I lost money, I gained a lot of business and it gave me a lot of insight to the music stuff. So I may have lost thousands, but to me, I feel like I gained millions in knowledge.
That was
you know what I'm
my
saying?
next question.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what do you feel like you lost from that experience versus what you gained?
Yeah, I was like, I gained $1 million knowledge about the music business. It's still fucking, would I ever work with them? Hell no, I'll never work with them again. But it's too much stuff going on. They discombobulated. It's like me, I need
structure.
Yeah, I need structure. It has zero structure.
Right.
Like Boom may say one thing, none of the employees know what Boom said. Pink, oh shit. I'm naming everybody.
Yeah.
Pinky might say something. Carrie don't know about it. Reek might say something. And then it's just a whole bunch of miscommunications.
Yeah, like
and
you said, disconnect. And so I feel that. I mean, how long have you had your artist name?
I've had it since freshman year.
Okay.
Like I used to go by Lil Peso. That was in middle school. And after that, like I had to change my name because people kept making fun of Lil Peso because, you know, the peso ain't equivalent to $1. And so when people used to say Lil Peso in the back, oh, little money. And so I'm like, all right, man, like y'all got me fucked up.
I know. So what got you into doing music though?
It was a heartbreak, to be honest. In middle school, like,
that's big.
Yeah, she did. Like, it wasn't bad. It was the way she broke up with me. Like, we was in class. I remember this shit vividly, cause this when everything changed. We was in history class, and like, I think we got into an argument or some shit. And then so, at the end of class, she passed me a note. I mean, she didn't pass. Wait, she did. She passed me a note and was like, "Don't open it till I leave" or some shit. And then as soon as she said that, I was like, "Oh, it's about to be some bullshit."
Yeah.
And so, she walks down the hall. I open it, and it's like da da da. And then, long story short, she wrote, "I'm breaking up with you" and stuff like that. And so that put me in my feelings. And so I started really just writing. It wasn't music, I would say it was like poetry, because I just started writing in the book. It was never about no beats. It was never none of that. And then so time went on, I had a substitute. And the substitute, my man's Mr. Kelly, he was the first person that I showed the notebook to because he sung and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just pass you your book and, you know what I'm saying? I was shy. I wasn't rapping. You know, I was just like, you read this and you tell me what you think. And he was like, hey, you solid. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep working and all that stuff. And so from that point on, that's when I turned into actually recording. And I recorded off my TV.
Wow.
Like I really started from the bottom. Like I set up my phone. I had an app. It was called Audio Copy, and I used to play. I started rapping when the drill scene first came out. That's when I started really rapping and shit. And so I was playing the beats off my TV at home. I was playing with Audio Copy, and I was posting shit. Like I started gaining clout and shit. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing decent. Like niggas in school know me and stuff like that. And you know, people were saying the shit was fire. I'm thinking my shit is fire. Like I'm going crazy. I'm thinking, and then like time goes on, you know, elevate, bought my own studio and stuff like that. And then sometimes I just go back and I just listen to it. And I'm like, either niggas was gassing me or they thought this was really like that. But I'm like listening to my stuff. I'm like, bro, that's trash.
But you see where it got you though, like, you know.
Yeah, I was like, people was really messing. I'm thinking I'm the shit in high school and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm going crazy. And then I look back at it like old music videos, old songs, old music videos. I was cringy. Like it looked like I did.
Mean, though. It's like everybody like that. The new, like when you first starting off, and you like,
it was like I didn't know what I was doing. It was like we did a video. We was outside. Where was it? We shot the video. I was outside McDonald's. We went to some park in the woods and shit. We just made a video like that. I had some people with me and shit like that. And you know, me at the time, I thought that shit was fire. But me looking at the videos now and looking at the videos back then, I'm like, you know, but I'm like, I started from somewhere, so it's good seeing the growth.
Yeah, of course. And if you hadn't got into music, I mean, what else would you be doing?
I'm trying to think. It's kind of hard because music's always been a part of my life. Like even as growing up, like my parents, like they had CDs. Like I grew up with CDs like Keisha Cole. I grew up with Missy Elliott. I grew up with all Tupac, Biggie, Chris and Michelle. I grew up with all of them. Like Diddy, Bad Boys, man. I grew up with all of them. And so music's always been in my life. It's always been incorporated. And I would say if it wasn't music, I don't know. I might be trapping or some shit. I don't know.
It's just something to think about.
Yeah, it would either, if it wasn't rapping, I want to be in the background of music, or other than I like to be a motivational speaker. Like I feel like the youth now is fucking terrible.
That's a thing.
Like, and so I feel like I can give everybody something to relate to. You know?
But in a way, you got the opportunity to be doing that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then I'm gonna use my platform to be doing. It's all. I got the plans. I got the plans. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, I'm gonna make something safe for real.
I mean, and I heard you mention, you know, a few artists that we are familiar with. Is there anybody particular that inspire you in the industry, or are you pretty like, you know, do you have somebody you're inspired by? Any big artists that's main?
Oh, I'm a Dirk fan.
Okay.
Like I was fucking with Dirk, but niggas ain't gonna say that. I was fucking with Dirk when he first came out with the "I Made It." This ain't what you want. When Dirk came out, I was on G Herbo, Little Baby. I'm pissed Little Baby took off Free Crack 3 though. So. But I was really high in but Dirk is definitely one of them. Chris Brown was an inspiration too, especially being from Virginia. But Herbo, Dirk, Chris, Tupac was definitely a big influence. And then as I grew older, the Baby, Stunner from Vegas. It's them people. I don't really get inspiration from other people no more, because I feel like I'm a lot better than them. But that's just my personal opinion.
I just heard something.
But Dirk, I can't fuck with that. I can't.
And I mean, what make you saying that though? What part of his, creativity?
Dirk can sing.
You can't compare.
I can't. Dirk can hit you with that trap, and then he'll hit you with that singing shit that puts you in your. You know what I'm saying? He the voice for a reason, so it's like I can't. If I could sing, maybe, but. I can't touch the hearts like Dirk can.
Okay.
Like,
have you tried it though?
Yes.
Okay.
I can do a little something with auto tune now, but like Dirk can actually sing like Block List. Young Boy too. Young Boy like that too. Young Boy can sing too. Yeah. But his singing is like kind of like screaming type shit. But you still feel it regardless.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like Dirk, he definitely he touches hearts, he touches souls. Like me, I'm not to the point. I can touch a soul with rapping, but when it comes to singing, I might can get you to feel a couple things, but it's not gonna be like that.
So you saying you tried it? But
yeah, I tried
really
it.
Tried? Like you only tried it one time, or you have you double back? Because I said the same thing, and you kind of learn.
Yeah, I tried it one. I tried it one time. The song is really good. Don't get the song. That might be one of my ones because. I feel like I could touch your soul with that one. But I did a couple ones. I did one when I was younger. I was probably like 2017. But then the most recent one was probably like last year. Okay. And so we're supposed to be shooting a music video to that too. So I'm gonna be excited for that one to come out.
And saying that, is there anyone you want to work with, whether they mainstream or not right now, but any artist you see yourself, getting on a track where you can
Dirk, most definitely. Dirk is number one. It's this 1017 artist, Lil Rye. I feel like Doja Cat. What's his name? Not Daddy Yankee, but. What's that Spanish singer name? Bad Bunny. I really want. Wizkid. I really want to tap into all genres, and I got it. But I want to do a song with G Herbo. I gotta do a song with Chris. I promised one of my friends that I would try to do a song with Chris. And then Drake. My best friend that passed away, Drake was like her boyfriend at the time. Yeah. Her boyfriend. So I'm like, I want to do a song with him in remembrance of her and shit like that.
Yeah. For real, that's fire. That's fire. And do you feel like, since we speaking on the industry right now, you feel like it's anything that the music game missing right now?
Me. Yeah. They missing me.
My next question was like, how do you think you can contribute?
They missing me. Like it's and I like to do a song with Glorilla. Okay. That's my baby. That's my girlfriend. Okay. So.
You hear that, Glorilla?
Yeah. She might shine Glorilla. That's my shit. But what was the question?
I
lost. I'll beat it off.
What do you feel like the music game is missing, or what do you feel like you can bring to the industry?
I would say the music industry is definitely missing the DMV vibe, but I feel like the DMV vibe. Money Mar, would I say he's mainstream? No, he's not mainstream. He's more like a street nigga, but he's just on the higher echelon when it comes to DMV rap. And so I feel like a lot of DMV rappers don't get as much recognition as they deserve, especially since it's so small. You got DC, Maryland, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that are good are like hood famous or city famous or state famous. It's not, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I want to make the transition, you know what I'm saying, bring in the DMV flow, the aggression into mainstream. I'm trying to be on the top.
And
That's the goal.
literally, you pinpointed everything I was about to say, because I was gonna say, like, what do you have planned? Like, you know, what can we expect from you in your journey? Like,
it's gonna be a lot. Like, I got a lot of stuff getting on sale with. I got a podcast that I'm trying to make. Like I said, I want to be a motivational speaker and stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try to I'm trying to build my own team. You know what I'm saying? With as far as like rappers and singers, and you know what I'm saying. I got somebody under my wing right now, named Cash. Oh gosh. When we done, it's gonna be fire.
okay, we excited to see that.
I got a lot of stuff in the background that people don't realize I pay attention to a lot. I look like I'm not the nigga that talk all the time. I'm just the nigga sitting in the back. Like, you know, you go to a club, the niggas that be posted in the back just chilling, looking at everybody walking, that's me. You feel me?
Yeah. Observing, so I definitely understand. I mean, what keeps you consistent though? Like, you know, with the music on your journey, what keeps you every day? You doing something to contribute to what you got going on?
Number one is my son. Number two, my mom. I wanna work and get her a house and stuff like that. And then you know, the motivation with Trapp and the whole situation with that. That keeps me motivated to keep going. And then making songs. Like, you know, you make them songs, and like I do everything, like when it comes to edits, recording, and all that stuff. So the only thing I don't do is beats, but I got my people for the beats and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And so as far as creating, you know what I'm saying, you create something, you just play it back and listen to it, you like, oh shit. Like, it just gives you a spark and motivation and stuff. Like, you know, you might say a bar, or it's the hook, or it's the verse, you know what I'm saying? Or it's the intro and the outro. And that's also what I feel like I can contribute greatly to the music. Intros and outros. Okay. Don't nobody do an intro better than me. Don't nobody do an outro better than me. I stand on that. 110%.
Okay. And would you say, you know, your mom, your son, and the consistency you got going right now, is that what creates your creativeness in a session, or, you know, during any kind of work you got going on? That's what you think about? Or like, how you get in the vibe when you in the studio session?
I would say I get in the vibe really from being sober. Like, I used to smoke every time I tried to make a song, but it got to a point where I was lazy. And so I would smoke a blunt, and then I would record like not even half a verse. I'd probably record like 3 lines, and I'll get hungry, and then I just turn off and then start, you know. So I started making songs sober again. And then so that gave me the motivation, that gave me everything. And then now I know how to smoke and rap now. Like, I'll start sober. If I get writer's block, I'll smoke me a little something to open up the floodgates. And then once it starts cooking, and then that's where I get the best edits. When I'm high, I get the best edits. Like, I learned how to do a stutter yesterday. Oh, it's
okay,
crazy.
just from hitting the
Yeah, like because I knew how I wanted to do it, and so I just looked up a stutter effect on YouTube. The dude taught me how to do it. I just took the stuff, cut it, pasted, and I was like, oh snap! I'm like, I know how to do it now, and so now.
So you record yourself? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's lit. And Ollie, are you freestyling most of the time, or you pretty much writing?
It's freestyle.
Freestyle.
It's like if I smoke, it's definitely freestyle. I don't write nothing, but sober. And then sometimes it's like I'll get it like a song that I recently made. It's called "Walk My Dog," and so I wrote the hook, and so I wrote the hook. I recorded the hook. I just let the beat play out. I let the beat play out, and so I got towards the middle, and there was this line that just clicked in my head, and I was like, electric might slide in a Tesla. So I just threw it in the middle and then just built the whole song around it. So it's really, it varies on how I do it.
What kind of goals have you set for yourself? Whether it's in this lane or in another?
The goals I've set for myself is really to get in the podcast, living life, to be honest. I put my life on hold for a lot of things, a lot of people and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to break out and branch out and, get a spiritual connection, heal better, you know what I'm saying? Be around people, get the, just like certain basic stuff. Like, it's really just, my goals now is just getting my life on track. Yeah.
Gotcha. Any advice? Well, let's put it like this. What's the best advice you've been given personally? Someone has given to you?
The best advice I've been given. Damn, that's hard. I've been given so much. No, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been given a lot of advice. A lot of stuff that I've done was trial and error. And then especially me being hard-headed, you get what I'm saying? People tell me advice, it goes in one ear and out the other. And then eventually I learn, you know what I'm saying? But me, I feel like the best advice I can give somebody is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that's regarding anything.
Right.
Whether it's music, like, don't be such a big critique on yourself. Like, you're gonna be your biggest critic at the end. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the only person that limits what you do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna pick up, especially in this generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might make a song you think is ass, but you post it, next thing you know, like, millions of people like, bro, this shit is fire.
And connecting to
it.
Yeah.
But because you didn't like the song, you just limited your stuff. But when it comes to everything, just do it, to be honest. Yeah.
Would you say that's the biggest life lesson you've learned? Yeah.
It's like, it's come to everything, like women shooting shots with girls, you get what I'm saying? You never know who gonna say, oh yeah, you could take me out to dinner or some shit, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, that's regarding anything. And like, just do it. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere being complacent, stuck in your own ways, you get what I'm saying? To get to certain places, you gotta step out your comfort zone.
Gotcha. If
you're comfortable, you're not doing something right. You get what I'm saying?
Facts. And I definitely agree with it. And any new music, singles, albums, or anything like that we need to keep an eye on?
Yeah, I was like, so one, I got a project, it's called Shake It with Cash, like I said. And then, album, it's not rocket science. It's out now, so it's gonna be crazy. It's crazy. Y'all listen to it, y'all gonna be like, okay. I see where you're going with this, but yeah, it's I got a bunch of stuff in the making. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. Like, my work ethic is getting a lot better, and my concentration level, my eyes are on the prize.
Okay. And do you have a favorite song on the album that's coming out?
No, cause it's I don't have a favorite song because it's like they all different. Like, they all tap into different type of flavors, and so it's like I got the singing one, and then it's a whole bunch of popping my shit, of course, because that's what I do best. But nobody's rapping like this. Nobody's making songs like this. So I feel like it's not rocket science. So I feel like people gonna grasp to it, it may sound different when you first hear it because you're not used to listening to it, but if you pay attention, you'll be like, damn, this shit is hard. For real.
Would you say, you know, your last work, the album you just dropped, does it tell a lot about you, or you pretty much kind of just?
No. I would say it tells a little bit, but it doesn't tell too much. Cause I know when I want to talk and I want to tell, that's when it's going. You know, if I do it, it's gonna come full force. Like I'm gonna just do the whole life story. But there is one, the In My Eyes one with the singing, is definitely gonna like show people like a different side, like how I live and stuff like that.
And anything new we should be looking for before we wrap it up? I mean, what's to come after you done already dropped your album?
I would say definitely Shake It with Cash. That's gonna be coming. I got the music video on that. It's gonna be fire. Really, it's just gonna all be music videos. Like it's definitely. I just made a remix to one of my old songs that I dropped. It's gonna be fire. Like I'm just really in the podcast. You know, I'm gonna be tapped into a lot of different things.
I mean, so y'all heard it here first with Hustleholic, Peso 3 times coming through telling us that check out that album that just dropped and the new work that's coming. And where can we find you? Like, where can we keep up?
You can find
with your journey.
You can find me on Instagram, The Real Peso 3X, TikTok, The Real Peso 3X, Facebook, Peso Colones. That's Peso space COLONES. Snapchat, Peso Colones 8. You already got the spelling for Colones, so you know what I'm saying. Follow me on that. What other social media is there? Twitter, I don't fuck with Twitter, but The Real Peso 3X. A lot of my socials is The Real Peso 3X, so it's consistent, so you can find me on all the stuff. YouTube, Peso 3X. Discord, The Real Peso.
Everything.
Yeah, everything is The Real Peso 3X. Yeah. That's the brand. It's gonna be surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff.
So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned all the time, and we can't wait to have you come back through for a part 2.
We definitely gonna have to come through.
For sure. And we out.